AITA for asking my girlfriend to ask someone she knows for a loan of $500K to start off my business. My girlfriend, 20F, and I, 20M, come from a very poor background. Our parents moved to the US for a better life. My partner and I are both first generations. We often struggle to make payments because of our background. We're either making a big purchase or helping out family. My girlfriend is a caregiver. The lady she has taken care of for over a year now has made a friend. My girlfriend got to meet the friend and it turns out she's a millionaire. My girlfriend told she was a millionaire because my GF thought it was cool. I saw it as an opportunity to see if the millionaire was willing to give us a loan to start the business, since I know it will be successful and we'll be out of the poverty line. However, my girlfriend sees it as us begging and asking for money as if the millionaire owes us. My girlfriend thinks this is a handout, but in reality it's a loan that an average bank won't give to anyone my age, and that's why I see it as an opportunity. Since the conversation, I haven't stopped thinking about it because I hate seeing my mom working night shifts and I hate not being able to hang out with my family as much or my GF as much. I see this as it's either we wait 10 years if not more to barely be over the poverty line, or we can be over in as little as 2 months. AITA? I think you're delusional. But I don't think that's an official verdict here, so I'll go with YTA. It's not even someone your girlfriend knows. It's a friend of her client. Depending on how the friend take the request and the stipulations of your GF's work policies, she could very easily lose her job over something like this. It's insanely unprofessional. The fact that you think a millionaire will hand out $500K for a random 20-year-old and that you think it's okay to make such an obnoxious request for your girlfriend's risking her relationship with her employer tells me everything about how much business acumen you have. YTA. Read more. Educate yourself on interpersonal skills and business management. Build a solid plan and you will find a way. Good luck. YTA. And beyond that, unless the millionaire is senile or an idiot, she is not going to loan you any money, let alone $500,000. Your GF is just going to embarrass herself and possibly ruin her relationship with her employer for even asking such a ridiculous thing. People most likely wouldn't lend that amount of money to their 23-year-old children, let alone a stranger. Yes, YTA. You're willing to put your GF job on the line for this. Truthfully, who will give a 20-year-old a loan for $500,000? Did you even think this through? If said person is a millionaire, they didn't get there making poor financial decisions. What happens when this person tells GF boss about the request? YTA. Asking the friend of someone your GF professionally cares for $500,000 out of the blue is an inappropriate thing for her to ask as someone in her position. If you asked, you would not only not get the $500,000, nobody would give such a huge loan to someone with no track record. You don't become a millionaire by giving away $500,000 every time someone asks. You'd probably lose the income your GF brings in. I assume the person being cared for is vulnerable in some way. And your GF is in a position of trust to use that trust to potentially put a strain on the person's friendship is absolutely inappropriate. YTA. Just because her friend is a millionaire doesn't make it right to ask them for a financial loan to start a business. It's downright rude, in fact. Plus, never loan money to friends. YTA. There's a reason banks won't give this kind of loan to young people starting a business, and the same reasons apply for the millionaire friend. You have no experience running your own business. The business runs every risk of losing all that money. Yes, it does. No matter how sure you are. If still does, what the hell kind of business needs this much to start? You don't seem to even be planning to give this rich friend a pitch of your own, or seem to have even tried to find a loan giver on your own. You just want your GF to ask for a loan for you. And that shows how lazy you are. An indication you are not prepared for the work of running your own business. You also state you want to hang out more with family and GF. Starting your own business will not give you that. Also indicating you do not understand the amount of work it will require from you to be successful. My tip: take a business class and start out with something very small without risking losing a lot of money, and see how that goes first. Then you can pursue the bigger dream if you still think it's what you want. This is one of the funniest posts ever. Hey rich person I barely know. Can you loan me $500,000? Of course, no problem, let me get my checkbook. Face with rolling eyes, YTA 500k times over. YTA and tacky as all hell. You want your GF to ask a person she isn't close with or has any professional relationship with for a huge loan for her boyfriend. Any reasonable person would see this as a red flag. Go to a bank like a respectable professional adult. YTA, there's a reason the banks won't lend you the money, and it won't be your age. If you have a sound business plan, they would loan you the money, so if you can't get it that way, or via venture capitalist, startup funding, then your idea must too risky. Your GF could risk her job just by asking. Unless you want your GF to risk losing her good job, don't ask her to do this. Her employer is likely to be upset your GF is soliciting her friends for money. And this nice stranger is unlikely to loan the money anyway. So there's no upside. YTA. Op. Of course, if you're only capable of thinking of things from your own perspective, it seems like a good idea. But try thinking of it from your GF's perspective, where her boyfriend risks her job to ask a total stranger for money. Your GF's employer's perspective, where her hired caregiver starts asking her friends, people the caregiver doesn't have a relationship with, for money. The millionaire friend's perspective, where she goes to visit a friend, and the friend's caregiver, a young person she doesn't know, just randomly asks her for money. Op. Investors don't just hand money over to whomever asks. Rich people are asked for money all the time. It's not cool and it makes you look stupid. Real investments are done formally, and only after the entrepreneur 1. has a proven track record in the field they'd like to start a new business in. 2. has a complete and well thought out business plan. 3. has already taken the initial steps to start the business. I'm guessing you've done none of these. If you really want to start a business, go to your local small business administration office and ask if they offer or know about an organization offering free or cheap entrepreneurship classes. These classes will teach you to do the workaround and complete a business plan, and also teach you how to go about getting investment. Do not make your GF's life harder by being stupid. YTA. Yes, YTA. YTA. More than half of all small businesses fail. What experience and education does a 20-year-old guy have to make you think you can run a successful business? And expect an unrelated person to shell out $500,000 into? That is a lot of money to just hand over to a young, inexperienced person. Don't even call it a loan, because the reality is that the person will never see that money repaid. It's her money, nobody else's, and you aren't entitled to any of it. Listen to your girlfriend. Work your way up. Polish your job skills. Get some training or education. Stop with the shady get-rich-quick schemes. YTA. First of all, you are putting your girlfriend's job at risk. Secondly, it is your business. You need to do your own funding. If you can't even ask for funding, how are you even going to manage a business? Build your business plan. YTA 100%. You don't know this person. Your girlfriend barely knows this person. Listen, I know the struggle, but maybe figure out your personal finances better. Start slow. Take a course at a library for financial literacy. The way you state you spend your money on big purchases kind of sounds like you're just throwing money away. Maybe you are not. Maybe they are necessities. But asking some random person you heard of that might be a millionaire for a loan. No. YTA. You have no way to pay off a $500K loan. Just the fact you are asking her to do this shows you are not ready to run a business. You're trying to get your GF to behave inappropriately at work. You're going to get her disciplined. And probably fired. YTA. YTA. If your business plan was any good, you'd be reaching out to angel investor groups or pitching it. Actually, if it was really good, you could start the basics of it and angel investors would be looking to find you. I had that happen. Shot the breeze with a professor and showed up to my next class to find he'd brought 10 potential investors to hear my elevator pitch. It fell apart as I tried to do business with family instead. But I learned a lot. Just because this person has money does not mean that they are eager to hand it out or be a piggy bank. If a bank thinks you're too risky, why would this person be willing to loan you money? You're high risk with a low chance of success. No experience in management or even working in a business. Also, $500,000 is a crazy sum to ask for. You can open a number of franchises with that. But most businesses start with less than $5,000 of capital. And you want to start a business to have more free time? That's not how it works. You'll work 80-hour weeks for at least the first 4 years just to get it running. Worse, if you can't manage finances and hard choices and not giving money to relatives when you don't have the money to give, well, it doesn't get easier when you do have the money in an account and they know it. It's really easy to wind up bankrupt with incredible debt. Or worse if you deal with the wrong people. Info. Do you have a business plan? How did you estimate $500,000 as the amount needed? Do you understand the difference between a loan and an investment? Either way, sounds like YTA. You don't just ask people for $500,000 no matter how much money they have. From what I gather, it would be a massive risk. And she would never get her money back. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.